This is Greg here again with Gagor, hanging out with Jarell Perry. Just shut down Boston, killed it, impressed the crowd, like just.
Yeah, thanks. Mind blown. Amazing.
So Jarell, how was Boston, man? How was the crowd feeling you?
No, Boston is amazing. The crowd was really dope. I can tell that the people really enjoy music, like good music. You know what I mean? And they were here for the music tonight, and so that makes the love from the crowd even that much more special to me. You know what I mean? Because I know it's like comes from a real place.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really dope, and we're out here opening up for Yuna, who's another just hugely amazing global artist, and so it just makes sense that we could bring that same energy here to Boston. So.
Yeah, Boston always treats its real musicians super friendly because you got Berkeley. BU is has a huge music scene too. So people here definitely respect the craft. So that's why I think musicians like yourself and Yuna thrive so well. Like you can just win over a crowd. Like no one even has to know your name. You could go up there and say, I'm Bob Jones, and damn
Exactly,
straight, Bob Jones is killing it. So let's bring it way back. So I guess you started in a church choir.
Yeah. That's basically how I started out. Typical I was a kid, teenager, singing in church choirs. That was the first time I actually got into a studio because our choir was recording a CD and all that. And then, so that was really my first exposure to really just vocals and singing like that. So I came up in that gospel kind of tradition.
Gotcha.
But when I got into high school and in college, I started experimenting with writing, songwriting, and different kinds of music, different genres, alternative, rock, electronic music, and that kind of led me to where I am today.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely hear the kind of eclecticness of your sounds and your productions and stuff. But speaking of songwriting, you did some songwriting for Diplo, Rusko, some other big people, and then are you switching over to singing full time now? Yeah,
so I'm still definitely working on songwriting for other artists now, but I definitely did pull back to focus on my artist project about 2 years ago because I felt like there was a lot of things I wanted to say that I couldn't say when I was trying to fit into a mold of trying to pitch to major artists or something like that. There was something new that I wanted to put out, and I wanted to put out something that I hadn't heard before and that other people hadn't heard before. So that's why I said, look, either I'm gonna succeed or fail. I might as well succeed or fail doing exactly what I want to do, which is me being Jarell Perry, the artist. But what's really dope about that is that now that I've kind of created my own vibe and my own sound, it's now people can appreciate that for what it is, and now I can kind of re-enter the songwriting game on the back end, from my own perspective, instead of trying to fit into another mold.
So it was more like a stepping out of the background type to get out there, say what you need to say, and then kind of get back to doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So what was the initial kind of I want to sing, I got something to say. What was that something to say that got you out there?
There's something to say. I don't know. I think it was just a matter of that grind, years and years and years. I had bands in college, and then I had started, pitching songs to people right when I graduated, and working with a ton of different producers and writers, 200, 300 demos, you know what I'm saying? So it's after doing all of that, I said, look, I think I'm at a place where I've pretty much done what I need to do here. It's time to do something, completely new.
Gotcha. It's kind of like the next frontier.
Yeah.
As far as your musical career.
It's okay, I try that. Let's go back to the reason why I started this in the first place, is the fact that I love singing and I love, writing from my own perspective. So.
Definitely, yeah. And does that church choir background of being religious and stuff, show out in your music?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely come from a religious background, and I always wanted my music to be kind of uplifting and inspirational in a way. And you'll see a lot of the lyrics in my songs, they don't just focus on love or sex. It talks about life issues and kind of the voices that are going on inside of my head, these introspective, existential questions sometimes, and I think I think we need more of that, because
Definitely.
it's not just a black and white world. There's all these gray areas that I like to explore in my music. So
I think it brings a real personal level to your music when someone can listen to your song and you're asking a question, they're asking about themselves, and I think it really creates a good artist-fan bond through music without having to do interviews and signings and stuff. Like just pure art, connecting people is
absolutely.
It's a very interesting thing that your music can do. Thinking about the music industry nowadays, where everything's kind of muddled down a little bit. But artists like Frank Ocean, Macklemore, The Weeknd come to mind in terms of like your musical style as well as your topics of your songs and stuff. And I think it's only going to help you succeed, really.
Yeah, it's been great.
Also helping succeed is Chuck Inglish. You working with Chuck Inglish?
Yeah, absolutely.
You a big Cool Kids fan?
Yeah, it was crazy because I remember the Cool Kids came to UCLA. I was a student at UCLA, and I remember when the Cool Kids came, and it was just like crazy, and like
just the best
to
show
think,
ever.
to think that years later that Chuck would end up, at my studio.
Definitely,
And we were working on 11 together, and it was crazy. So I respect Chuck like immensely because he's just a crazy, he's an all around artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
With production and he has a vision, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was great to have that energy on that song.
He's pretty big on like giving back to the people trying to come up.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's worked with like a lot of like, not underground, but just kind of like under the waves type artists, like getting them out, getting exposure, just like learning. Did you like learn anything kind of like cool, like old head knowledge from Chuck Inglish that has helped you in your musical career?
I learned that you can always do more, you know what I mean, and always do something else, because Chuck's he's not just an MC, he's not just a producer, like he works in other soundscapes, he was working on like on a film score at the time that we were in the studio, you know what I mean? So I can kind of see the future, for me as an artist. It's like I always want to be able to branch out and to kind of like spread myself around like all different types of art forms and kind of put it all together conceptually. Yeah.
Definitely. That'd be cool, almost like a Kid Cudi standpoint where you produce, write, sing, rap, make videos, make all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, why stick to only just one thing? So
yeah, of course. I mean, if you have the creative, obviously you have the creative power to do whatever you set your mind to. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
And so you have a new EP coming out?
Yeah, the new EP is called The White EP. It's going to come out at the end of this month. And it's basically about a white space and a blank page, kind of recreating just who you've always wanted to be.
Right.
And that's basically what I'm doing on this record. I'm really excited about all the songs we put out. We just put out a new song called Black Valentine this week. And then there's 3 songs that we put out before then, 11 being one of them. And we're going to premiere the whole experience at South by Southwest with like visuals and a live show. So
that's cool.
It's something brand new, like just a multi-sensory kind of situation.
Right.
And I love it.
And is that speaking from like a personal standpoint? Have you been in a point in your life where you had to like recreate yourself and kind of step back from yourself and be like, who am I?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's kind of the quintessential question about being an artist, or even kind of deciding that you're gonna be a public figure in a sense. You know what I mean? You always have to think about how you're gonna reinvent yourself and what you mean to you versus what like you mean to other people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of those questions that I explore in the album, and I definitely grew up, over the year working on this project. So I'm really excited to kind of share that with everybody.
Right. I feel like it's a big question, teenagers, young adults just face in everyday life. I mean, I just got out of college, and I'm just kind of like, what am I? Like, I have a degree, but like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll definitely be a good project to kind of inspire other people, and I feel like that's a big point of your music, and music in general, art in general, really, is to inspire and instill other people to kind of, do what they want to do and do what they love.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like art is, honestly, one of the only ways I was able to like find myself, or you end up losing yourself in it, and then through it you find yourself again. You know what I mean? So I definitely hope people kind of get that from this new project.
Right. And is that the EP that I saw on Kickstarter as well?
Yeah. So that's the Kickstarter that we have going up. Ending next week. We're trying to get to South by Southwest, Right now, Hassan, the producer on all the tracks, he's traveling with me. We're backpacking across on this Yuna tour, and then we got to find our way to South by Southwest to premiere this. And so yeah, we have a Kickstarter campaign where we're raising money to kind of put the EP out in the way that it really deserves to be put out.
Right.
With the promotion, and then kind of like all of the effects that go into the live show, and the visuals, and then just getting us to the South by Southwest conference.
So it's almost like, in a way, it's almost like prepaying for your show.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
a sense. I mean, it's definitely going to help. You know, you can't do anything in this life without financial backing. So.
Yeah. And it's what's really beautiful about it is that we've still been able to stay independent, and been able to put out the music the way that we want to put it out. And the only way that we can do that is, you know, with the support of the fans, which we can feel the love in every single city that we go to. So it's been really good to have that support, and so that's why we encourage everybody to, you know, join in on the project, because we
buy this EP.
We can't do it without you.
And I saw, I think Russell Simmons was the one who tweeted it out.
Yeah.
I think he did that today or something.
Yeah. So Russell's actually been. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Like sometimes I kind of forget. It's
like Russell Simmons.
It's like Russell Simmons, I guess. You know. Uncle Rush. Yeah. So yeah, we actually hooked up with Russell a few months back when he was starting his YouTube network called All Def Digital. They actually helped us out with our videos for the song Getaway and the song Win, which are now up on the YouTube channel.
Right.
And so he's always been a big fan and a big supporter. So it was really cool. We got the retweet, got the little cosign from Russell.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I mean, if there's a cosign to have, it's the cosign of.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really get much better than that. So. Yeah.
So what is it like, you know, knowing that the co-founder of Def Jam is like on your side?
Honestly, it's kind of unreal. That's what I'm saying. It's like a little bit surreal sometimes. I'm thinking like. Sometimes it'll just hit me like I'm driving around and I'm like damn, was that Russell's?
Is that Russell? Yeah.
So I guess so. Yeah, but that's really awesome. You know what I mean? But the support of everybody just means so much to me. Whether it's the fans out here that we're meeting in Boston or Russell Simmons. You know
right.
What I mean?
Exactly.
So it's all equally awesome.
Right. And you know, so you're on tour right now with Yuna. She's about to take the stage in about 5 minutes. And you know, what's this tour like so far? Is it a good? Have you learned anything? Any cool moments? Or
it's been a great look. Like Yuna fans, like I said, they're amazing fans of real music.
Yeah.
And I just feel like instantly a connection. You know, at every single city that we go to. This is our first time on the East Coast. During the tour, like in the wintertime, which is a little bit crazy for me being an LA native. But yeah, like just being on the road and kind of seeing every city react to the new music, it's really encouraging, really inspiring, and it just inspires us to go back home and just to like kill it even
just
more.
Go
so
harder,
I couldn't have asked for a better tour experience right now.
It's actually pretty impressive, like the different demographics of the crowd. Like just scanning the crowd, you got like, you know, all sorts of different walks of life, different ages, different backgrounds. And I think, you know, what more could you ask for with such a diverse crowd where they're gonna go and tell their people? I mean, you're just.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Mind blown.
It's crazy. So I'm just really grateful for the experience. It's been dope.
And do you happen to like make music on tour? Is it difficult to kind of like, you know, take off the tour hat and then put on the music making hat while you're on the road?
It's yes and no. Like, I mean, logistics wise, yes, because I mean, Hassan and I are basically just backpacking through the East Coast, like going from place to place, buses, you know, trains, planes, automobiles, and there's not really a lot of time to just sit because every single night we're in a new city.
Right.
But at the same time, it's also really inspiring. So it's like I will.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So I will tend to write a lot more, like just lyrics or just, you know, my thoughts while we're on the road, and then at the same time, like Hassan will produce some beats. You know, whenever we get some downtime.
Right.
It's a really good place to be at creatively. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely seeing all different walks of life definitely puts you in a good mindset to get back at it and kill it, you know?
Yeah.
So how about you tell the people where they can get your music and follow you on Facebook,
absolutely.
Twitter?
Get the music at JarellPerry.com. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Jarell Perry. JarellPerry. I always spell it out.
We'll link it, don't worry.
And yeah, look out for the white EP, the Kickstarters up there on my Twitter and everything.
Buy it.
Yeah, go get it.
Buy it.
JarellPerry.com. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no problem. And you're going to be at South by Southwest, right?
Yeah, we'll be at South by during the music week. We have our own showcase going on. So make sure you check that out.
Definitely. I wish I was at South by, but unfortunately. You know how it is.
Yeah, well maybe we'll start your
own
Kickstarter for you.
I'll start my own Kickstarter. Help me get to South by to meet Jarell Perry again.
Yeah. Okay, so after me, this guy.
Yeah, we should split it.
Yeah.
Can I get like 30%? Can we make like a
little? We'll work it out.
We'll write a contract.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, after this.
So I'm guessing, you're tired. You want to get some rest a little bit. So we'll let you go, but appreciate the interview, and we'll catch you back when you're in Boston.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
This is Greg and Jarell signing out.
Thanks.